Coach would like to start out by getting a general thought about the game from you, and then we'll open it up for you and the players after that comment. Go ahead.
I think sometimes teams think we're one-dimensional, but we got a lot of kids that can play the game, and when Nicole's not having her best game or she can't get the shot, she finds people, and other kids have stepped up. So I thought today was a perfect example of us really displaying that we have a well-rounded team. But again, a lot of credit to Reedsburg. They came out, they're ready to play. They threw some different things at us, and I thought we made some adjustments. And it's great to be here tonight and win this game, and certainly looking forward to tomorrow.
All right, let's take some questions.
Gary, and then for the players, just can you talk about your half-court defense? It seemed like from the start you guys did a pretty good job of keeping them from not getting comfortable.
Well, that's what we try to do all year, and Coach Hamilton does a great job getting our kids prepared and stuff. And we hang our hat on our defense. We know that if we can create turnovers and we can create some situations for us to get some easy buckets, that certainly puts even more pressure on the teams that we're playing, because if we get the easy looks and they're not getting the easy looks, that helps us put some points on the board. And we've done that all year. We like to start out from the opening whistle and play the full court as much as we can. And credit to all my kids again; they're in great shape. They don't buckle under pressure. They don't get tired out there. They just keep plowing away. And it starts with these kids. These kids give me 32 minutes. They know that's what we ask of them, and they've done that all year. And they continue to do it tonight and in the playoff run. And you always know when you're in the playoff run, there's a little bit more tension and exhaustion. But our kids have been absolutely great. They've just been super.
Yeah, well, we think that our defense is really what gets us moving. It creates our offense, especially when we're all talking and all working together.
Gary, do you feel in this last stretch, especially in the playoffs, that this is the best that your defense has really done, especially against very good quality opponents?
Well, there's no doubt. I mean, when you're playing good teams like Whitefish Bay and Cudahy and Reedsburg, and we're holding them to some of the points that they're getting, that's what we strive for. So, yeah, I think we really have. I think we stepped up our defense, and I'm hoping, and I think I mentioned to you, I think we're peaking. I think we're playing our best basketball of the year, and I think our kids know it. And we got some real great senior leadership with Nicole and the other seniors out there. They want this. They wanted to get back here, and our juniors and sophomores have done the things they needed to do. So I think all in all, I think we're peaking. We're where we want to be tomorrow night, and certainly our defense is. I think right now it's phenomenal.
You guys have won so many of your games in convincing fashion, but do you normally deliver the knockout punch the way you guys did in the second quarter there at the end and then to start the third quarter?
Girls, you want to answer that? I would just say our second quarters have been really good. A Whitefish Bay game, I didn't even know. You get wrapped up in the game. You don't know how many points you get and how many points they get. But, we sometimes tell our kids to go out to that first quarter. It's going to be a little bit of a chess game, a feeling out period. And sometimes we have to make some adjustments to see what they're doing, and I thought that was the case tonight. Reedsburg, they played that little sagging man against us, and they fronted Nicole. And then, we started to, up-tempo pressure the ball a little bit on top, and we got some steals. So, that's what we need to do. But our second quarter, we've had some great second quarters this year. So I don't know if the second quarter is our knockout quarter, but we've had some really good ones this year.
Nicole, I mean, you've played here before, but this is the first time you've been back since you committed to Wisconsin. Just tell us a little bit about what the experience was like for you, and your thoughts on obviously getting the chance to play here before you start college.
Well, it's really exciting because to get up here, going undefeated the whole season, we played really good teams. I don't know, it's fun.
And Nicole, I guess, first of all, right at the end of the half, you had the three. I think, Coach, you talked about other people stepping up. Kristen hits it. Then you got that steal there. Did you think you had Reedsburg a little demoralized going into halftime?
Well, what we talked about was, after the first quarter, we have to keep our defense up. We can't let down. And then when, I've noticed, things how my girl wasn't driving or doing certain things, so then I would kind of sag off of her, and then I don't know, we kind of do things based on the player that we're guarding.
Jenny, you started off very hot from the field today, and especially after Nicole picked up her second foul. Could you talk about the balance on this team and how well balanced you guys are? I mean, you go at least 7 deep.
Well, Nicole always starts off things really well, and if she is in foul trouble like she is, the rest of the team knows that we have to step it up and play for her, and we work really good together. So.
Well, it did look like you turned up the energy, after she got out of the game.
Yeah. Well, they were sagging off us a lot, so we just shot all the open shots, and we were making them. So we just kept shooting, and we were really confident.
Just a little credit to Jenny. She was sick last night. We didn't know if for sure she'd play, but she did, and we're glad she did. So.
This is for everybody. People have been waiting for 1 and 2 for New London and Berlin Eisenhower. How hard was it to concentrate on the game, through the last maybe 2 weeks of the stretch, knowing they might be looming there, and that's who you really want to play, but you still got to, as they say, go one game at a time?
I've often that question. The thing we really weren't looking ahead, and we didn't do that all year because, we had a lot of quality opponents, and sometimes when you had mentioned double-digit victories, that just happened. We weren't expecting that. We went in and we played really good, but we played some really quality opponents. And the thing that scared me about Reedsburg tonight, hey, they just beat Weiland, and they're a very good team. So we knew Reedsburg was going to be a tough game for us. So, we approached this game very cautiously, and we try to take the right approach of thinking, like, we don't play New London unless we win tonight. So we really put the focus and the emphasis on making sure we got things done tonight, because without tonight winning, there was no tomorrow. So I thought the kids really embraced that today.
Nicole, you were here before with the team. How did that experience maybe help you with this, to get through all that looking ahead?
Well, thinking that we've been here before, we just have to, everything that's happened doesn't really matter from before, I guess, because this is a whole new team. I think I'm the only one that's returning, I think.
With minutes.
Yeah. So, this is a whole new team, so you can't really compare anything.
And I guess for the players along similar lines, just your thoughts on, not only is this 1 versus 2, you got 2, it's rare that you get a battle of undefeated teams in the state final. Just give me your thoughts on, the game tomorrow and just the prospect of playing for a championship.
Well, we're looking forward to this the whole year, but our main focus was the next game that was coming up, because we have to win that to get to the next one. So we mainly focus on the game coming, and then we'll focus on what comes next.
No.
I'll just say a little thing. I guess every coach and every player dreams about having a 1 versus a 2 and 2 undefeated teams. So, sometimes we didn't realize at points of the season we were even undefeated. That wasn't one of our goals. Our goal was to get back to state and have a chance to win the gold ball. So, I think for the media it's a great marquee matchup, and we're certainly excited to be there. And as a coach, we dream about these things. As players, we dream about these things. But we're just very, very grateful and blessed the fact that we have a chance to play for Eisenhower in the community tomorrow, and hopefully with a chance of bringing home a gold ball.